What's up, guys? Your boy OG Black, bringing you another fire Monday Mafiosos. Remember, guys, it's your boy OG Black Show, bringing you guys all the fire content. Smash, subscribe, hit that like button on the side. You know, if you're not subscribed to my channel, there's a little OG Black on the bottom of your screen. Hit that little guy and you'll be subscribed to my channel. If you haven't got all my notifications, hit all my notifications, guys. You know, I'm going to bring you guys a really good story on Monday Mafiosos. It's someone that I had the pleasure of meeting his family and knowing him and knowing a lot about him. I spent time with him in the special handling unit in Orange County. I spent some time with him in the special handling unit in LA County. He is considered a high-ranking assassin for the Arellano-Félix organization. The reason I can talk about him so much, guys, is that he is put away. He is here on 3 life sentences. He is attributed of killing over 22 people. One time he was at the height of his peak of his career, the lead Sicario for the Arellano-Félix organization. And now when I mean lead Sicario, I don't mean some dumbass fool that they send out with 5 or 6 guys to go pick up people and kill them. He was entrusted with the personal work of Benjamin, Ramón, and their sister. At the end, he ended up working for the sister, which I'm not going to say her name. A lot of people know who she is. She's currently still active, and I'll just leave her name out of the business. The way I met this guy, we'll call him Mr. Cholo. All right? A lot of people like to know his name or what his real name is, and I'm not going to get into it because I think that keeping his name a secrecy for the part 2 of this story will be great. Now, he grew up in the San Diego, Logan Heights area. He used to frequent Tijuana, Ensenada, Mexicali, you know, all the places of Tijuana that most kids that have family in Tijuana visit. Now, his dad was originally from Sinaloa. They're originally from Guamuchi, which is a small town. Now it's big, but it was a small town back in the day where his dad was from. They moved to Tijuana and sold tacos. There, his dad got involved with the Arellano-Félix's organization before they were the Arellano-Félix organization, and they worked under a certain man. The man that was in charge of Tijuana before them was a man that not too many people know, but his name is Chuy Labra. And Chuy Labra, to me, is one of the co-founders of the Arellano-Félix organization. He was their money launderer. He was their main reason why they had so many connections with the military, with the government in Mexico City, and high-ranking generals and all that. Now, this guy that I know, when I met him, he was in the Orange County Special Handling Unit, and he was definitely there on some heavy charges. He was there for conspiracy and murder, and he was there for some money laundering, and I think he was there for a robbery that ended up being a murder too, a murder robbery. We started talking, and since I have family in Tijuana and Michoacan and stuff like that, we just ended up chopping it up and getting along really good. You know, it's funny when you go places with people and you've seen places that other people have seen. When you start talking about them, it gives you like a warm feeling in your stomach, like makes you feel happy, even though that, you know, you're not in the best situation or circumstances. It makes you really happy. Now, this guy, man, from San Diego, he was a fool. He had grown up in the narco life, in a narco cultura, which I've been pushing for so long, guys. I hope you guys understand this, man. Being a narco junior, being a narco cultura isn't something easy. Here in California, places like New York, Chicago, Florida, Texas, most of these places know about this lifestyle, how it is. Remember, my grandfather and great-grandfather, you know, they went from Michoacan to Tijuana and started working. And we're the product. Me, JC, all these guys you see on YouTube, we're the product of that. You know what I mean? And this guy that I knew, man, you know, this is his story, guys. And I was gonna save his name, but I guess I'll give it better. That way the story could be better. His name is Felipe. Okay, guys, and Felipe grew up in the San Diego Logan Heights area. He wasn't a gang member. He never joined a barrio. This is how Felipe got into the AFO. Felipe, when he turned 18 years old, his dad being a Vietnam veteran, he joined the military. He was in the military for 10 years. He actually wanted to make it a life career. Felipe one day coming down from Tijuana visiting his aunt was coming home. Felipe decided to stop, have some tacos, and Felipe doesn't really drink. And Felipe had 2 beers, and he said it was kind of cool. He liked the way it tasted, and he was like, man, I never really eat tacos with beer, so I might as well have some. He was 2 blocks away from his house. The story goes, and what the district attorney charged him for was vehicular manslaughter. Okay? Felipe ended up getting a minimal 2-year sentence because he was drunk. There was a weapon in the car, and I believe someone did die. So he got the minimum of 2 years. Felipe, even though he had a military record and everything, got himself into trouble as soon as he went into jail. Started fighting, not getting along with people, and definitely showing that he was a man to be dealt with. There was a couple guys in that unit in San Diego where he was at that were there for drug trafficking and other charges. Felipe ended up catching the eye of one of them, and they said, hey, this guy's got some talent. When Felipe was being taken care of in jail, in prison, he ended up getting into a fight where he ended up hurting someone and stomping him out. They ended up giving him a GBI charge, and he ended up getting another 4 years on top of that. So he got 2 years for killing someone on accident. He got 4 years for beating the shit out of someone. So Felipe started getting a certain anger. At the same time, these guys from Tijuana always were taking care of him. You know, they used to tell him, you're like a Tijuanero like us, this and that. So Felipe really liked it. At the end, Felipe, when he got out in San Diego, he paroled, had no money, nothing. He ended up giving his friends a call, and they told him, come down to Tijuana and party. So Felipe comes down to Tijuana and party, man. And, you know, he's at a bar having a good time with his friends, and his friend told him, hey, man, so what's up, dog? Are you really going to want to work? Are you really going to want to do stuff, man? Or are you going to go back to the U.S. with your tail between your legs? Felipe did not like that, guys. As a matter of fact, he took it as a personal challenge. Felipe told him, what are you talking about, man? They said, well, my boss, he needs security. We can do security for him. So Felipe's first job was to be at a quinceañera. Now, Felipe told me, look, Black, this quinceañera was shot out. He said it was a hole-in-the-wall house. He goes, in Tijuana. He goes, in the middle of nowhere with dogs everywhere. I said, yeah, sounds like Tijuana, my fucking spot. At the end, you know, he always told me he regretted the choices he made. And I want to point that out to you guys out there, kids and girls and everybody out there. This life that OG Black has lived and tells you about, it's not to glamorize it. It's not for you guys to get into it. It's not for you guys to want to be a part of. It's definitely something that you want to get out of if you're in it now, before you can get yourself into death, bad health, or prison. So Felipe's told me, hey, man, I was at this house. He said, and they told us that nobody knows whose party this is, so don't worry about it. You're just going to have to stand guard in case the kid's dad shows up, which he's not supposed to be showing up here because he beats the mom and whatever. And she's related to Arellano-Félix people. So he asked, what am I supposed to do if he shows up? His boss, being the idiot he is, he tells him, well, if you see the motherfucker, kill him or shoot him or do whatever you want. Should have never told that to Felipe. So Felipe is kicking back, and he tells me, I'm having a couple beers now. He goes, I had some tacos. He goes, and I'm sitting there, man. He goes, I got my 9mm. He goes, which I don't like. He goes, I hate 9s. He emphasized that. He goes, I hate 9s. And he's sitting there, right? He says out of nowhere, he goes, a truck pulls up. All fast. He goes and slams the brakes. He said the guy comes out yelling, hey, you know what, you motherfuckers, this and that, you know, this is my son, I'm not invited to the party, what kind of shit is this? Then my homeboy says, yep, it's the guy. He tells him, hey, man, get in your fucking truck or get out of here. The guy tells him, fuck you, and tells him a bunch of stuff. My homie's like, whatever. This guy ends up swinging on my homie. Boom, boom, boom. They get into it. My homie's kicking the shit out of him, he says. He says he ends up donkey punching him. Bam! He tells that fool, get the fuck out of here. He says the guy starts stumbling. He says the guy opens the door and tells him, I got something for you, motherfucker. My homie said, oh, shit. My homie said that he saw him reach He said when he saw him reach, he said he saw it was black. What the guy had was a blackjack. If you guys know what a blackjack is, it's a piece of leather with a metal ball in it. When you hit someone, it knocks them out. My homie said he saw it go up, and he said he saw a flash. He said when he saw that flash, he pulled out his sidearm, and he said he dropped that fool like a bad habit. He said he gave him about 5 before he hit the ground. He said the guy was still alive. That's what my friend hates nines. And he walked up to him, and he's like, son of a bitch. And he said all the family comes out. The wife starts crying. Everybody starts getting mad at him. He takes off. They tell him, get the fuck out of here. He leaves. His boss calls him back. His buddy tells him, hey, man, we got to go somewhere. We got to go see some people. So he thinks he's in trouble. They end up taking him to Rosarito, and he goes to a finca, and he meets some men there. And at the end, okay, guys, at the end, he was meeting one of the Arellano-Félix brothers. Okay, guys, this is part 1 of a part 2 on Mafioso Mondays. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, guys, we got videos coming up. We got lots of things coming up for this channel. My PayPal, my Patreon's open. If you check my Patreon, there's a lot of content on there that I can't put on YouTube. So I'm putting it on my Patreon, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Smash, like, subscribe. You know, shout outs to my editor. Hey, guys, hope you like this Mafioso Mondays, and I'm out.